Okay, so this is your Akashic Wednesday Wisdom Live Wisdom and Meditation. And today, as I say, it is the equinox today. So we're going to be looking at connecting with being able to bring more balance into our lives in whatever form that looks like for you. So we're going to be connecting in with the Akashic Records just to really kind of promote this sense of inner peace, sense of equilibrium, and just bringing more balance generally into your being. And there's quite a lot that can knock us out of balance. So I'm going to get you as part of this exercise and this meditation is to kind of connect with the one thing that really is kind of upsetting your balance at the moment, and that could be your inner balance, it could be something that's going externally, but it's still affecting your sense of peace, your sense of calmness. And so it could be mindset, it could be people, it could be a certain situation, it could be your health, it could be addiction, it can be a whole kind of vast array of things. And I just want you to connect to the one thing when we go into the Akashic Records that comes to mind. So at the moment, logically, you'll be like, oh, yes, okay, I know what this is. But actually, when we go into the Akashic Records and we intuitively connect, you might be surprised with what is brought forward. So logically, I'll allow you to, bring that thing to your mind. But don't be surprised if that actually is something different when we kind of go into, as I say, into your cosmic library. So for those that don't know me, my name is Marina, the Soul Alchemist, and I support my clients with clearing non-beneficial energy, kind of karmic patterns, baggage, things from past lives, things from present lives, things that are not supporting you with moving forward in the most aligned, soul aligned way possible. So I really help with the Akashic Record work in terms of being able to heal, clear, also get insight and guidance from the Akashic Records to help my clients move forward. And so every Wednesday, I like to come live to really kind of support you with your practice with your Akashic Records, using your own resource to kind of support your own journey in moving forward. So this is a chance for you to practice and start to master your connection, your ability to kind of communicate and converse with your guides, and also to kind of do some healing and inner work as well. So I can see there's a few people watching, so you're very, very welcome. And as I say, if you're watching the replay, please do put #replay. And of course, if you're watching the live, then please do say hello as well. And thank you, Helios, for those stars. Okay, so as I say, we're going to really kind of connect in with this inner balance. And there's a lot of things that are going on, known or unknown, that could be upsetting your balance. And it could be to do with it's kind of in your energetic field. As I say, it could be in the mental body, it could be in the emotional body, something that you're feeling, or it could be in the physical body, and it could be kind of an injury or health issues. So we have all sorts of things that can upset our balance. So what we're going to do is we're going to almost use a portal of energy today, the equinox energy. So whether you're watching this on the live or the replay, it doesn't matter, because what we're going to be doing is locking in the energy of the equinox into this recording. So if you wanted to watch it, say in 3 months' time, you're still going to be being able to connect with the equinox and the energy of the equinox. So it's fabulous, because you can kind of keep coming back to this particular session whenever you're feeling stressed or anxious, and you just want to get a bit of peace and calm, and just bring that into the Akashic Records, bring it into your being, but also connect in with the energy of the equinox. So just use this as many times as you feel that you need to. So I'm going to stop talking, and we're going to get on with doing and kind of going into our Akashic Records. So what I will say is that you can experience your Akashic Records in lots of different ways. There's no right or wrong in how you do this. This is your Akashic Records. It's part of you. It's part of your physical body. So you can visualize, you can use your imagination, you can use your hearing, you can real kind of sense and feel your way into the Akashic Records, or you just might have a sense of knowing and trusting that you are where you're supposed to be. So use as many senses as you can, really explore, open it up as many as you can. This will really, this practice also really helps with increasing your intuition. And that's something that I've absolutely found since using the Akashic Records. My intuition, my connection to this, my spiritual support team is so much stronger from doing these types of practices. So there's another benefit of using the Akashic Records. So I'm going to ask you to place your hands on your heart, actually. So we're really going to connect in with the heart space. So if you'd just like to close your eyes. And what we're going to do is we're going to just bring ourselves into the present, into the physical body, which just then allows us to just kind of let go a little bit, get relaxed. So just take a deep breath in for me. And on that big deep breath in, we're going to call back your energy from across time and space, people and events. And on that out breath, just start to feel the shoulders relaxing. Start to feel the connection beneath your feet with the floor. Feel the connection of the furniture, perhaps under the sitting bones. Maybe your back being supported by the back of a chair. We're just really bringing the awareness back to the body. And again, take another deep breath in for me. Calling back your energy from across time and space, people and events. And on that out breath, allow the forehead to relax, the shoulders and the jaw to slacken. And again, bringing your attention to the physical body, feeling your hands against your chest, connecting in with your heart chakra, your central point. And again, take one more deep breath in, calling back your energy from across time and space, people and events. And as we call back your energy, just imagine perhaps colours coming back, returning back to your physical body, back to your energetic field, your aura. Everything is being returned. Everything is being completed and you're becoming whole as you pull your energy back. And again, just connecting in with the heart space. And start to imagine that this is a glowing ball of light, a pink glowing ball of light. And I want you to start to imagine pushing that glowing ball of light, that ball of energy, down through your physical body, through the solar plexus, the navel, the sacral, the root, down your legs, through your feet. And you're going to be pushing it through the Earth Star chakra and down deep into the earth. So imagine that you're sending that ball of light, that pink, beautiful ball of light, deep into the earth. And it's traveling down, down, down through the soil, the rocks, the stones, the lava, the shale, deeper and deeper. And this ball of light is making its way to the heart of Mother Earth. And we're going to just make a connection here. So start to imagine that you can sense that heart of Mother Earth, which is a large, beautiful crystal. Any crystal that you like, and just sense, feel, know, or imagine what that crystal is and the colour. Whatever is being presented today is exactly what you need to make this beautiful connection and to bring the nurturing and nourishing energies of Mother Earth back into the physical body. So push your heart ball of light into that crystal. And as you're pushing that heart ball of light into the crystal and the energy of the crystal will start to transfer, and perhaps will start to change the colour of your heart energy. And that's okay, that's absolutely perfect. This is just a connection with the heart of Mother Earth. So just feeling your hearts just bringing and taking on that beautiful crystalline energy. As you make that connection and start to draw the crystalline ball of energy back up now. So it's been filled, it's been completely flooded with that crystalline heart energy, and you're bringing it now back up the earth, drawing it back, summoning it back to you, back up through the soil. And as you take it through the body, each of your chakras, whether they're known or mentioned or unknown, everything will come into balance within the physical body. So just taking it through the Earth Star chakra, and you may sense that each chakra will perhaps light up or become into balance or be switched on. Taking it high now into your feet, so drawing that ball of energy up through the feet, and you'll notice that your body will perhaps take on that colour also as you're bringing this crystalline energy through the core of your being, up to the knees, up to the thighs, up to the root chakra at the base of the spine, up through the sacral, the sex organs, up into the navel chakra, which is below your belly button, taking it higher now above the belly button through the solar plexus, bringing it up to the heart, taking it up to the shoulders and allowing the crystalline energy to move down the arms, all the way into your hands, and your hands are almost transmitting this energy back into the heart. Bringing your attention, that crystalline energy, up to the throat. Taking it now up to the third eye. Round to the side of the ears, through the eardrums and the ear chakras. Into the middle of the head, through the pineal and pituitary glands. And then up to the top of the head. Up to the crown. The crown chakra opens and allows this sphere of light to continue through the top of the head, up to the causal chakra at the back of the head, and then above your head through the soul star, through the universal chakra, and then the stellar gateway right at the top, which is about 1.5 meters above your head. This ball of light is going to now continue upwards through the ceiling of the room, through the roof of your home. Start to take it up into the sky, up through the clouds, feeling the warmth of the sun, higher and higher, higher and higher. And you'll notice that the sky around you is starting to turn to nighttime as you go deeper and deeper up into space. You'll start to notice that there are stars all around you, taking this ball of light higher and higher, higher and higher, past all of the universes, all of the planets, higher and higher. Started to make our way through all of the dimensions, higher and higher, higher and higher. And there, in the distance, you can see that there's a large golden ball of light. And this is our connection to Divine Source. This is our spiritual sun. We're heading towards that particular energy. So taking that ball of light higher and higher, and that spiritual sun is getting brighter and brighter and bigger in front of you. And it's a bright golden white light that is just enough of a brightness where you can tolerate it, but it's the brightest thing that you've ever seen. And you're taking your heart ball of energy into that large ball of light, and connecting with Divine Source. Just feel that connection, feel it at the heart, feel it wherever else it may present itself in the body. And then start to bring your ball of light, your heart ball of light, back down. And you'll notice that that heart ball of light is now taking on this golden, fiery white energy also. So there may be a mix of colours that you can see when you look at this ball. Your pink heart, the crystal from the earth, and Divine Source energy, all mixing and swirling around and around that ball of energy. Bringing that sphere back down with you, back through the dimensions, back through the universes, past the planets, through the starry sky, back into daylight, through the clouds, back through the roof of your home, into the room that you're sat in, bringing that ball of energy down through the etheric chakras, through the crown, through the third eye, the throat. And it's just going to rest at the heart space, there just beneath your hands. And so we've connected above and below, and we're going to invite now your spiritual support team to step in around you, just to hold the space whilst you connect with your Akashic Records. So just call in Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel and Uriel to take a place around your physical body. The Archangel Sandalphon below you, holding the space. Archangel Metatron above you. And so you're surrounded by 6 archangels holding you in an angelic sphere of light, cleansing and clearing anything else that isn't serving you from your auric field, also from the room that you're sat in. Everything has been released. We're going to call in any other spiritual support team that personally supports you, that are beings of 100% pure love and light. We ask them to step forward now into your space. These could be ancestors, star beings, galactic councils, elementals, angels, goddess, divine masculine, family guides. Just inviting them all to be here with you now. And I now want you to connect with your third eye, the point between your eyebrows. I just want you to start to notice that there's a purple swirling light, a portal of light that is getting bigger and bigger, bigger and bigger. And it gets so big that you can step through this portal of light and you find yourself in your corridor. Some of you may be familiar with this corridor, and this is the link. This is your way forward to your Akashic Records. So as you start to walk down this corridor with the portal of light behind you, start to turn on your senses, start to hear your footsteps, imagine what your corridor looks like. Start to perhaps visualize and see things that are maybe on the wall, or perhaps windows or lamps, pictures. Continue to walk down the corridor, maybe placing your hands on the wall as you do, so you can start to wake up your senses, the sense of touch. And as you get to the large door at the bottom of the corridor, just take in what that door looks like today, and notice on the door your details, your full name, your date of birth, your place of birth. These are just standard checks which really help to support you knowing that you're going into your own Akashic records. Once you sense, feel, know, or can see those details there, place your hand on the door handle and open the door of your Akashic records. Step into your library and allow the door to shut gently behind you. Just take in the magnificence of your Akashic records and notice perhaps if it feels slightly different than last time, or it looks like it's changed, and just know that this is perfectly normal. On the left, you'll notice that there's a chair. This is for your ego to sit down and get comfortable in. So we're going to request now that your ego steps out of your body. As your ego does that, just notice how your ego is showing up today. Your ego has a smile on their face and is walking over to the chair, knowing now that you're not going to be long and that they can catch up with you when you return. So your ego sits on the chair and busies themselves with reading a book. So now you can step forward into the middle of your Akashic records where your long table is. And on that table, you'll notice that your present lifetime book is sat upon it. The pages are open, and you notice that there's already things that have been recorded from today's events and thoughts and even feelings. Everything has been recorded so far and will continue to be so. So we're going to call in your Akashic Record guides, the ones that wish to support you today on this beautiful portal day of the equinox. So we're just asking them to now start to show themselves in front of you. So they may just start to appear, or they may start to walk towards you. Just allow your guides to present themselves. And if you're not familiar, then please introduce yourself, ask for a name. And your guides are smiling and are delighted that you're here today to really activate more balance within your being. Your guides know that we can lead very, very stressful and busy lives, but quite often we can be a victim of our own stresses and worries. That sometimes we can take things so seriously, and that perhaps we should start to, in some cases, lighten up a little bit, be more curious, have more play, more fun. After all, life and being here in this human body is about exploration, having fun, connecting with our inner child. It doesn't have to be as serious as we tend to make it. But that said, your guides want to support you today with really looking at something that is or has been for a while troubling you. And so your guides are now inviting you to bring to mind very intuitively, very, very quickly, the real situation, circumstances, or aspects of yourself that is causing the most imbalance in your life. and allow that to come to your being now. Now, your guides know that some of you may have got an answer that was different to what they thought, and that is perfect. Either way, whatever you've brought to your mind, this is the thing that we're going to be releasing from our being and from our Akashic records today. So your guide is inviting you now to walk over to a door over in the top right hand corner of your Akashic records. So just following your guides, taking in the splendor of your Akashic records, feeling comfortable, feeling very confident actually walking through this library, because this is all your knowledge and your wisdom, your gifts. If you head to that top right hand corner, your guide is letting you know that when we open the door, you're going to be taken or able to step into a room or a location that brings you the most beautiful sense of peace and balance. So this could be a forest, it could be a lake, which is very, very still. It could be the beach, a meadow. It could even be a busy city. Wherever you feel that you get the most sense of peace and calmness and balance, this is what you're going to be now shown. And your guide opens the door inwards and allows you to step into that particular location, into that scene. So allow yourself to step forward, step into that location, and your door closes gently behind so you can fully immerse yourself in this particular place. Your guide is still with you, but just start to turn around so you do a full 360 degrees around wherever it is that you're standing, and just notice if there are any sounds, any noise. Really get a sense of where you are and how it's making you feel being stood in this place. As you're standing in this place, I want you to take a deep breath in. As you're breathing in this beautiful energy of calmness, inner sanctuary, inner peace, just allow that relaxation and that everything that perhaps was a stress just kind of melting away. And your guide knows that we're here to do some work and wants you to now think or sense or feel what that cause of your imbalance is. And it may not have made any sense to what you thought might be out of balance, but this will be a root cause. Whatever you were thinking perhaps on the surface is just the outer layer. This is the real core. And so thinking of that thing that was causing the imbalance, I now want you to locate it within your body. Where are you holding that imbalance in the body? And so There might be words that you can put to this imbalance. You may see it as a symbol or a colour, or you just know what that imbalance is and you're feeling it or sensing it in the physical body. And once you've located that imbalance and you can really perhaps feel the heaviness of it, the anxiety it brings, the doubt, perhaps the inner critic, your guide is now asking you to bring the energy of the place and the location that you're within now to heal and to release that root cause, that core imbalance. So perhaps you want to reach out into this location that you're in and maybe cup some water, if there's water there, and splash that on that particular body part. Or maybe you want to pick up a flower or an animal or an insect, or even leaves or papers, whatever there is an aspect of in this location, just take that and use it as a tool to release that imbalance from the physical body. And as you're doing that, the location itself will be healing you and dissolving. Just feel that starting to ease. Feel yourself starting to relax in that particular area of your body. As the healing is starting to take effect. And as we're in the energy portal of an equinox, we just invite any energies to come through that will just further promote balance, inside and outside, above and below, divine masculine, divine feminine. Just bringing all of our being into balance with those portal energies. And you may see it almost like a portal of light that has maybe appeared in the scene that you're in. You're just stepping into that portal of light and receiving further activation, further healing. And as you stand in this portal of light, we're going to just allow any guidance to come through from the Akashic Records and your guides about potential action, perhaps, or ways to move forward once you've received this healing and once you've let go of this root cause. Perhaps ways to prevent this imbalance from happening again. So as you stand in this portal of light, receiving these light codes and this energy, and we're going to allow that wisdom to come through. And this may not come through in an auditory way. It may come through in the light codes. It may come through the energy of light or colour, symbols, a sense of knowing or feeling. However you receive your wisdom, just know that you are receiving the messages and they will become clear after this session. So see yourself, feel yourself in that light, in that portal, receiving that beautiful energy from the equinox, receiving any messages, guidance, wisdom. And once you've received whatever messages were appropriate for you, the portal of energy is starting to dwindle, starting to disappear. And I just want you to take in this scene that you're in one more time, perhaps turning yourself round to get a full picture of where you are. I just want you to notice how you're feeling now, and wherever that imbalance had shown up in your body, how does it feel now? Does it feel relaxed? Do you feel like you've released that imbalance? And if you feel that you need to do further work, I would suggest coming back in to this particular meditation and repeating this process. So when you're ready, your guide steps in beside you and starts to lead you to the door of this particular location. And the door appears there before you. And so you're able to now open that door, step back into your Akashic Records, and allow the door to shut behind you. Your guide is leading you over to the table where your present lifetime book is, and there on the table you can see that beautiful location, that place that brings you that greatest inner peace and balance has been captured on that page. And so you know that whenever you think of that particular place, it's going to have this instant connection and ability to bring you into a sense of peace, because we've made this connection and we've installed that action into your Akashic Records. So it allows that sense of peace and calmness to come ever so more quickly than before. All it takes is for you to remember that location, perhaps place your hands on your heart, and you will be taken back to this place in an instant to connect and to bring balance to yourself. So your guides are now letting you know it's time to go. So you can either hug your guides, just give them a nod or shake their hands, whatever feels right for you. And then when you're ready, start to walk towards the door of your Akashic Records. Then you'll notice that your ego has already stood up, waiting. Open the door of your Akashic Records, take one more look around, and then step into the corridor and allow the door to shut gently behind you. And out loud or in your mind, I want you to say, I now close my Akashic Records. Start to head towards that purple swirling light at the end of the corridor. And when you're ready, step through the purple swirling lights and just start to rub your hands, rub your body, rub your feet on the floor, rub your thighs. And we're just allowing any guidance, any messages, any wisdom that came through just to be grounded into the physical body. And what I would suggest is just drinking lots of water over the next 24 hours, just to make sure that everything is being flushed through the system, but also just really kind of take on how you feel now. And hopefully you're feeling a lot calmer. Hopefully you got that kind of root cause message. And for me, it was different to what I initially thought, and it was a surprise. So I was feeling it all in my shoulders. So I was doing a lot of healing and just taking on the water of the location that I was at, and I was just placing it on my shoulders, and then being in that portal equinox energy just helped further release that. So I'd love to hear what location you went to. Mine was a beautiful lake that was surrounded by mountains and forest. So I was kind of getting that whole 360 kind of turn. So that's where I was. So I'd love to hear where your location was, and how you're feeling afterwards. And just know that whenever you think of that location and that scene, it's going to bring you into that beautiful balance. So let me know how you get on. And of course, if you want to work with me on a one-to-one level and kind of really get to some of those root causes of the karmic blocks that create your own imbalance, then please do reach out. There's a number of things that we can do together. If not, have a great week and I'll speak to you soon. Love and blessings. Bye.